It's time for another army review from the Armies of the Lord of the Rings. Hello and welcome to yet another video here on the YouTube channel SCF Wargaming Studio. My name is Andreas Norwegian Viking and this is my review from the Armies of the Lord of the Rings in the Middle-earth strategy battle game. It's the Wildmen of Druadan. So let's have a look at what changed and a bit of an analysis on what I think of the changes so far. So the Wildmen has previously been a Wanderers in the Wild faction, which was Eagles and Beorn and Radagast and Bilbo and Banderbastuk and all the other different things, including Goldberry and Tom Bombadil. But now they're an army in its own. And how could you have an army with just one hero? Well, I'll tell you in a bit. So this army may include Drúadan and Woses warriors. So that's all the options you can get in this army. They are historically allied with Rohan. They're conveniently allied with the Dead of Dunharrow, Fangorn Fellowship Fiefdoms, Garrison of Dale, Lothlorien, Minas Tirith, the Misty Mountains, Rangers, Rivendell, the Shire and the White Council. And everything else is impossible allies. So most of the Hobbit era stuff. And of course the Arnor and Númenor. Their armor bonus is wild men have long ears and long eyes and know all paths. Models from this armor list gain the Mountain Dweller special rule. Additionally, enemy models do not gain any benefit from the Stalk Unseen special rule or any such special rules that give similar benefits, so they just disregard Elven Cloaks, which is good, against models from this armor list. Additionally, warbands from this armor list that contains between 9 and 12 models do not need a hero to be their captain of the warband. Instead, one warrior model within the warband take on the role of the warband's captain for the purpose of deployment. So this is written a bit more differently than the Army of the Dead, the Dead of Dunharrow special rule, because the Dead of Dunharrow can basically have as many models as they want in a warband as long as it's more than 8. Now these guys can only be in a warband between 9 and 12. So this is how you can have a pure army of just Woses, but I do recommend taking them as an ally, because, well, it actually could be quite good having just Woses, but yeah, it's usually not enough terrain in tournaments and stuff like that, but it could be really fun to paint like 132 Woses or something like that. So you have Drúadan, man, infantry hero and hero of valor. He's gone up by 4 goblins with equipment worth of points. He's move 6, fight 4, 3+ shoot, strength 4, defense 4, 2 attacks, 2 wounds, 4 courage, 3 might, 1 will, 1 fate. He's got dagger, spear and poison blowpipe. He's got heroic march and heroic accuracy as his heroic action options, and for his special rules he's got hatred, orc, goblin and Uruk-hai. Stalk Unseen, which is basically an elven cloak, and woodland creature, so you can move through woods. And with the pure army bonus he also gains the Mountain Dweller special rule. So this is basically what it was like before the points changed. Now why did it change? Well, I think Drúadan was a very underpriced hero. I think getting 3 might points and his infinite number of cool special rules I really think was a bit of a bargain, so changing that up is a good thing, I think. So his warriors, which have also been very popular, taking a lot of these. Well, he's a hero of valor, so he can lead 15 by his own. So if you want to ally in the warband of these, you can have Gon and 15 Woses as a warband on its own. The warriors have gone up by a couple of points. The man, infantry and warriors, move 6, fight 3, 3+ shoot, strength 3, defense 3, 1 attack, 1 wound, 3 courage, dagger, spear, poison, blowpipe, and the same amount of special rules as Garn has. So they have hatred, goblins, orcs, and urukai, and stalk and seaman, woodland creature. And that is basically it. That is the whole army. But I think that having this as a self-contained warband as an ally to, for instance, Rohan, might be very beneficial. They are a elite shock troop that could do loads of damage to historical enemies such as goblins, orcs, and urukai. And yeah, I think they could do loads of cool things, and a full warband of Garn and Woses costs the same as 40 goblins with equipment. Exactly. So so very aesthetic, very cool aesthetic on the amount of models and the actual points cost you can take in there. So time will tell if Wildmen can function competitively as an army on its own, or if it's a competitive pick to have a warband with Garn or not. But who knows? I think it would be very, very fun to find out. I've never played with the Woses. I rarely played against the Woses, and sorry to say I don't have the experience to flat out tell you if this is good or bad, but I do think it's very interesting, and I do think that we could see people experiment with them, and I've seen people like, ooh, this is still really good, although you're now paying more per warrior and more for Garn. But yeah, I am very intrigued to find out where this goes. But if you already cracked the nut, and if you want to tell me yourself, please comment that in the comment section below. As always, I've been Andreas Norwegian Viking, and this has been an army review from the Armies of the Lord of the Rings for the Middle-earth SBG. Please comment, like, share and subscribe, and do consider supporting STF on Patreon using the link in the description below, as it is a fantastic way for you to give us our support, and it gives us the monetary means to expand, improve, and give you more cool videos each and every day of the week. And if that's at all interesting for you, click the link in the description below. It'll take you to our Patreon page where you can find more about that. But more importantly, support your hobby.